And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We get to see one of the hottest teams
what's up, man?
Today, Singing.
Yeah, they continue to find ways to win, and I don't see that streak coming to an end today, but that's why they play the game.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. Showing the slab in today's game. Ranger Suarez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
What's going on, guys? How was your day?
Hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's gonna have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Honest Wagner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And takes low for ball one.
Nice. Do you see I don't know if you watched the baseball game today. Red Sox and Reds had the 50th anniversary of the World Series in 1975.
One up, one down.
So they're playing each other right now in real life.
Check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Honus Wagner.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. Being a member of the 3,000 hit club, just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat. And
gotcha. Yeah, they got two more games.
So much about
Red Sox won today.
Just watching this guy.
They had it inside the Parker and a grand slam from the same player. It was pretty interesting. Okay, there we go, Hank.
He circles the bases, his 23rd of the year, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So one out, nobody on. So stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. And that one upstairs. Ramirez went deep in his most recent game. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's down and away. That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first, Willie Mays. Now at the plate. 1-0. Squirts away a little bit. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
To the right side. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time.
These soccer games have been pretty good today, too. I don't know if you guys like soccer at all, but these soccer games have been good.
But he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And stepping in for Boston, Ted Williams. 5th in the American League in RBIs coming. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Williams matched a homer in his last game. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. And that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Cy Young. Singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Richie Ashburn. Bunting for a hit. Bare hands it. Tough play.
Nice play, Gary Sheffield. I know he's got a good arm, but nice fielding play.
This figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be
the only thing
step out.
He's a little old in a franchise, so he starts going down the hill a little bit, but he's been performing.
You better not miss it.
Red Sox already leading. There's a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Well, in franchise mode it is, because they start losing their abilities, like their points start going down kind of crazy in the franchise mode.
One down, Phillies down a run. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-2.
No, this is a guy that can be.
I wish they didn't make it so extreme that once these players started getting a little older that they started losing their attributes so quickly. Like, I think Warren Spahn might be 36, and he's already dropped from a 99 to
and it looks like trouble. And it gets by him.
A 99 to I think he went down to a 90 already. Except there's a lot of Phillies that are missing. Let me see who you said. Well, this is the first year that Dick Allen's on the game. They used to have Mike Schmidt on every year. Mike Schmidt might be the greatest third baseman of all time, but they replaced Mike Schmidt with Dick Allen, so giving some love to Dick Allen this year.
power speed combo. Dick Allen, one of the best RBI guys in the game.
So yeah, I mean they always had Mike Schmidt on here. Yep, yeah, they got Carlton. Yeah, we might do one sometime soon. It's hard to match up with Lewis's schedule since he works a full-time job and he's got 3 kids. But I traded them Fernando Valenzuela for Cliff Lee. So that's why they don't have Cliff Lee, but they do have a different legend. Yeah, they have Steve Carlton. Defensively, sure. I mean, best all-around third baseman. Brooks Robinson is 100%. You're right on that. Brooks Robinson is 100% the greatest defensive third baseman of all time. And they got Robin Roberts.
Line drive. Hank makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Yeah, but we need more than just that win. We've been slumping big time the last couple weeks here, so trade deadline is end of July, so we'll see. They're going to have to win to be contenders. If they keep losing, they're going to have to be sellers. Alright, so Chick-fil-A. I always get the spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah, the Blue Jays haven't been bad. Alright, back to Chick-fil-A. Back to the important things. I always get the spicy chicken sandwich, and I flip the pepper jack cheese for the Colby Jack cheese. And then for my side, I always get the mac and cheese, because you can get fries anywhere, and sometimes I'll change it up and get the waffle fries, because the waffle fries are really good. But there's so many places that serve fries. So I'll generally get the mac and cheese, and I'll add the bacon bits on it too. Wow, Manchester City just scored. Yeah, I'm sure the mac and cheese ain't great either for you.
Bryce Harper homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
The only thing you can get from them that's not terrible for you is like grilled chicken. We're gonna shift to the right here.
Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Abreu at second, Howard at first, 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Come on, man. All the cool kids got heart disease.
Still behind by a count of 1-0.
No, they don't have him. Jared, you are the AI version of the real Jared.
Suarez back to work. Right through there for a strike.
All right, it sounds good. This soccer game's been crazy.
That's ripped.
I think they're going to go to a shootout.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
There we go.
David Ortiz.
Nice job, Gary Sheffield.
Misses for strike 1. Up the middle. Oh, great
Oh,
stop.
come on! Freaking Chase Utley. Oh my goodness, what a goal.
He gets up and flips it to the second baseman to start that 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice.
There's a swing and a drive.
Ooh, this would have scored me runs. Ooh, I still got one up. I thought that was about to hit the wall.
He made him pay for that one, and they add on. It's 2-0.
That's exactly why I still got Varitek, because he's been solid against lefties, and he's been good defensively. He just hasn't been good against right-handed pitching.
So here's Horner now. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one. That misses. 1-0.
Yeah, I saw that. Dave Parker, rest in peace. At least he knew he was getting inducted. At least he didn't get inducted after he died.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Maybe the Pirates will make the playoffs for him. In my franchise, they're like 2 games back. The NL's kind of loaded.
And he can't come up with it. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Hank.
Yes, the home run was good, Jared. The home run was a run that was home.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there.
They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer, and it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he seemed like a good player from his highlights and whatnot. Seemed like he had a cannon for an arm. They said he had a little bit of an inconsistent career, but still a Hall of Fame worthy career.
Check swing, now an appeal to third, and he held up. And now it's even up. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Yeah, that's why I moved Clemente to center field for the Pirates.
Now one miss.
In this game, so that way they could have Parker in right, Clemente in center, and then they got a ton of left field options on this game. They got Reynolds. They got what's his name? Ralph Kiner. They got
and there's a ball.
Jason Bay, I think, is on this game too for them. So got 3 people that can play left. So they got Clemente in center, and then Parker in right.
Misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And that one fouled off. That one a little bit high. 1-1. Utley on at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, that's a legit take. Best right field arms.
1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who might rival them. Bo Jackson had a great arm. He didn't play baseball for a ton of time, but super great arm.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
You know who had an underrated arm for a little while was Yoenis Cespedes. Dude had a cannon.
Right-hander kick steals. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Young checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low.
Yeah, completely different sport.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Oh, Mondesi, yeah, that's a good arm. That's a good take there, too.
Down looking.
Really good battle right there.
I'm trying to think of someone that had a great arm.
The left fielder.
Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
In half up to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
First pitch misses. Man at first, one away. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw.
Freaking Chase Utley. Yeah, I think so. I don't think you can. I don't think you can really put anyone above Clemente.
Man at second. And that's a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
It's funny, I just got done playing the Cubs, and then the Phillies traded for Ian Happ. So I gotta face Ian Happ for another series.
And determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it.
Having a tough outing from Cy Young here.
Nice plate appearance.
Hopefully we can get him through 90, 95 pitches with a decent outing.
Swing and a miss.
Nice curve.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Number 1.
Richie Ashburn digs in now. He's over.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance
Well, don't get in trouble watching my stream. But I appreciate every time you guys watch. Yeah, Frank Robinson was good. Sometimes players are more of offensive players than they are defensive players. Sometimes they're good combos, sometimes they're better defensively. So it just kind of
and that's in there for a strike.
kind of depends what type of player they are. Not a ton of players are great all-around players, like super great. Some players are good all-around players.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. After 2, it's on to the 3rd inning. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
Right through there for a strike. Ramirez hitting 3rd in the lineup. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10.
So 2 of my favorite players to ever watch play defense, for my generation, are legends on this game. Jim Edmonds. I absolutely loved watching that guy. He used to do the Web Gem segments on ESPN. And that dude was all over the place, making diving catches, robbing home runs. And Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter was so good. They're both so great defensively.
Ball one, no strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Hard hit, right side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
The batter, number 9. Designated
well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Healing to Yaz? Yaz was probably a better hitter, but Kaelian was probably a better defender, I feel like.
Swinging a ball hit out towards left center field.
Yeah, interesting comp.
Nice grab and a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off.
Are you talking about the one he was running up the hill in Houston?
That's down and in. Off the plate, 2-1.
I kind of missed that hill, although I'm sure none of the players miss it because it was super dangerous, but I just thought it was so unique. And they had that flagpole in the middle of the field. Like, who does that? What generation were you playing that a flagpole was in play?
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Got him swinging. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
So this is one of the ballparks I've been to. It's pretty sweet. They got all the ballparks in the same area. This one, basketball, hockey one, and the Lincoln Financial.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Dick Allen stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, Torrey Hunter. Super underrated defender. Oh, maybe not underrated, but maybe not thought about as much anymore after his career's been over. I loved how he played center field, too.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Howard swings through that one as he comes to the
Yeah, those are 2 of my favorite people to watch play defense.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Phillies down in order, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now here is David Ortiz. In the air, left field, down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and 1 pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Red Sox leading it by 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Oh, yeah. There's been some great catches in the history of baseball. The Derek Jeter catch against the Red Sox. Just going full out, not caring that he was going to fly into the stands. The catch itself wasn't super amazing, but the disregard that he just was going all out for his team, like, that's a great catch.
Took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Even the one this year, did you see that one this year with Cedar Rafaela and Wilyer Abreu? Where they jumped to rob the home run, and the one knocked it and didn't catch it. The other one was there and caught it with like his bare hand. That was a good play.
Might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
1 on, nobody out, a run in. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field. And it's out of play, a foul ball.
I would probably have to look it up again. You saying it makes me remember like something in the back of my head, but I can't remember it 100%. I remember the name. I remember him. I remember he had a great catch, but I would have to go back and look that up on YouTube. You know, it was another great one, Gary Matthews Jr. That Spider-Man catch, they always call it, or whatever. Having that home run, that was amazing. That's in my top 5. Gary Matthews Jr.
But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Varitek around third.
Like if we're talking singular catch, singular place. He wasn't a top 5 defender, but he's a top 5 play, I would say. Man, Varitek just got gunned down all silly. Stay at third base here. Oh, come on. It's not a good throw, and he still was out by him.
Back to the top of the lineup, Honus Wagner.
No outs there. Just stay at third base. We got second and third with nobody out. Why are you trying to score like it's 2 outs in the 9th inning?
Here, 1 gone.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pulls it in.
See, that would have scored Varitek. Come on, man. Bad base run.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1 there. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
On the ground, and that's just foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late.
Yeah, I'll have to YouTube it.
Throw him another breaking ball.
I'll take a look at it after this game.
Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
I can't remember if he went into the stands.
Gets a piece.
If he was going back on the ball, I can't remember that play.
Time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
In the dirt. Horner at second with 2 down. This to third. Sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're dialed in. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Right. Harper.
Yeah, I'm not sure anything tops that because he literally has to run up a hill, dive, catch it. Like, he had another diving one, I think, too. Like back to the infield diving catch.
See if he continues to climb the ladder.
I mean, he was literally amazing.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Willie Mays makes the play. And there's 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Utley stands in now, looks at that one inside. The Phillies trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And me and my brother are in a fight for this division, so
In the dirt, and that's
got a lot of time left.
To do some damage and
but yeah, talk to you soon, man.
3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Second walk of the game for him,
The
and he's been
batter,
really
number 7.
patient at the plate. The
Shortstop.
game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
That one fouled off.
Nice. We got a little 3-0 lead here. Hopefully,
0-2 now.
Phillies are a dangerous team, so hopefully we can keep building on this. They could definitely come back here.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy
This might be the team that ends up in the World Series from the National League. I feel like it's going to be them or the Braves. The Braves, or the Dodgers are going to end up in the World Series.
He reached out a walk his first time.
They blew it today, huh?
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's
I would walk Judge every
intent
time.
of stealing on that pitch.
Unless I absolutely couldn't. But he's just been so good this year, I would just be like, nope, I'm going to make someone else beat him.
Guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Who blew it? Someone blew it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 outs. Half lays off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Nice, you should. I'm sure you'd like it. I think more people need to like hockey. You literally get to fight people. It's the most physical sport there is. You get to fight, and you're only out for 5 minutes.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Ramirez.
Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television.
Suarez back to work. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it,
yeah, that's a bad outing.
He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
0.1 means you got 1 person out. So, like, if you get 2 people out, it'd be 0.3. If you got 3 people out, it'd be 1. If you got 4 people out, it'd be 1.1. If you got 5 people out, it'd be 1.2. If you got 6 people out, it'd be 2. So on and so forth. Oh, safe.
But way too late, safe there. Mays into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. In the dirt, blocked. Mays, the runner at second with 1 away. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ranger Suarez gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget.
Yeah, 4 is pretty good.
Joe gets the call from the pen.
I mean, they definitely still can come back.
He's been really good this season at keeping the ball on the ball.
This is definitely a really good offensive team.
And stepping in for Boston, Gary Sheffield. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
In the dirt. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. 2 on, 1 out. Here's some real
Let's get this to 5.
David Ortiz. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is downstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ripped to third and caught.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they doubled me up.
But the
What a
RBI
play.
single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Shepard.
Yo, fuck Jonnu Smith, though. That dude's a Bills hater.
For a strike.
Well, he's been
Which
incredibly efficient in this
is kind of
one.
funny
First
because
pitch strike percentage,
every time we
over
play
70%.
Jonnu Smith,
That's well above
we
league
beat that
average,
ass.
and that's what's allowed him
So,
to pitch well up until
he used to
this
play in
point.
A little
Tennessee.
up front there as he swings through it.
Well, a big lead like
Then he went
this
to
is
New
comfortable
England.
many times, but not
We
when these
beat
two
his
teams are
ass
matched
in
up.
New
You gotta
England.
continue to keep your head down.
Then he went to
play catch with
Miami,
that catcher, and just try
talking
to
shit
move
about the
through this
Bills.
lineup.
We beat his ass when he was in Miami. He can go play in Pittsburgh. Well, I'm gonna be honest, Pittsburgh looking
It's
pretty
in and out
solid.
of his
They're
glove.
that good team.
And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
he was in Atlanta
Well,
too.
nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
You know what's kind of funny is I was just thinking the same thing, that they're kind of like the Jets from last year.
They had their first hit since the first inning.
It's 24 Jets.
Bobby Abreu stands in for the Phillies. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game.
3. Nah, last year's Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Well, okay, if you want to go 23, that's fine, because Rodgers was on that team. He just got hurt.
The
So
Red Sox with some bullpen action. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Wagner has it for 1. Return
is he still playing, Jeff Clark?
double play, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. The Red Sox 4 and the Phillies nothing. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jason Varitek. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch.
Yeah, a little bit of a
You just
down
feel
year
like
from Sauce too, I feel
crowded on the
like.
inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's when he definitely should have laid off of.
Base is empty.
And now Mosley retired. I like Mosley.
That misses the zone. 2-1. And there's a foul ball.
Want to know an old Jets receiver I used to like? Wayne Corbett. You should look up Wayne Corbett.
And now the count filled up 3-2. And that's inside, and a good at-bat ball 4.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Come out, dude was a little baller.
Turns over. Honus Wagner up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. Ross, the tall righty, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Horner, the base runner at first with 1 out.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Horner on the go. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Yo, Boston dude over there on the right in the gray jersey, he's all excited. Yeah, I don't know. They're just, I know, right? They're just pumped up, I guess.
So stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right
At least
here.
no one's got, like, that magical pretzel from that one game, like a month ago. You remember that stream, that pretzel? That was the craziest thing.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back there.
Ooh, is it going to go? No, shit.
Makes the catch on the edge of the track. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on base.
It's a Philly thing, bro.
3-4-5 coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Phillies nothing. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Dick Allen.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteaks are good for sure. 100%.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one's back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole.
Dang, he clanked it off the pole. What a dick.
That thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. Every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Cy Young will depart, and a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back.
Yeah, Cy Young's getting tired, so.
Matt Strom into the game. He comes on for the 35th time this year. Now it's going to be Ryan Howard down and away for ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And now 2-1.
Yeah, a lot of my pitchers have done real well this year. So, and obviously the starting pitchers have more innings pitched as they should. But as far as my relief pitchers go, O'Day's been amazing. Only a .62 whip. Is the ERA on here? Oh, there it is. It's kind of far away from innings pitched. 103, 126, 209, 188. And my pitcher, she's been one of my worst pitchers, actually. And that's still pretty good, so. At least as far as my relievers go. Probably fingers. I'll put him in soon. They say that the pitcher I'm using right now, so he actually pitches with the Phillies in real life, but I traded for him. Matt Strom. They say he looks like Nicolas Cage. So the joke is that he stole the Declaration of Independence. So he actually got a glove made in real life that looks like the Declaration of Independence. It's super funny.
That was pretty nasty. And now here is
baseman number 3, Pride. Harper.
Upstairs. And another ball. Boston's bullpen was
umpire. The ball is like 80% in the zone, and you're calling it a ball.
Well. Swinging a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That misses. Counts full, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Fight him. Like in hockey, you can fight, or you just get to fight the umpire in baseball.
Hank brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Utley up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, space is empty. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
I'm giving him one more guy. Come on, Strain.
And that's fouled off. Utley on at second with 2 down. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Chases that one out of the zone. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Tanner Banks.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
What a dick.
Tombstone dude wasn't playing, written with exclamations. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La. Yeah.
Ramirez leading things off.
Maybe they're brothers. What do you think? Or long lost cousins.
That one almost got him.
Ball, that's low.
And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing, and this one.
Josh Allen's middle name is Patrick, like Patrick from SpongeBob.
First out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Sounds good, kid. I'll talk to you later.
And now the center fielder, Willie Mays. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the
My
designated
name's
Ted.
2 down,
not
base is empty. And now the DH, Ted Williams.
one of my favorite Patrick quotes. SpongeBob erases Pat from his name tag. The Fry Cook
And
games.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a high chopper to first, and that is the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
35.
7th. Raleigh Fingers.
Raleigh.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Here's the left fielder,
Leading up
Ian
for the
Happ.
Phillies,
The
the
Happ
left
daddy.
fielder, Ian Happ.
And Ian swings through it.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you
0-1.
can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look
Now
at the
batting,
sequence,
catcher,
everything down at the
Ryan.
knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Jeffers in the box again, takes a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count, he's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now
And
batting,
digging in
center
for Philadelphia,
fielder,
Richie Ashburn. Maybe expecting a bunt
Ashburn.
here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The Red Sox leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to the left. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me catapult to the top since 9-8.
Back at the ballpark
Leading
as
off
we
for
take a
Boston,
check of the
third
bullpen
baseman,
so far
Gary
this season.
Sheffield.
Banks back to work. That one's
Ball, that's
upstairs,
upstairs.
ball 1. And that
2-0.
skips in the dirt. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Just off the outside part of the plate. Check swing. Now to look down to first. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox.
Ortiz.
On the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one lifted in the air center field. Ashburn makes the grab for the second out.
The catcher,
and now the catcher comes up to him, Jason Varitek. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. Missed inside with the curve. Inside, and that's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Nico Horner. Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Fouled off left side. Crow Armstrong off of first with 2 away. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Here goes the runner. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hit on the ground to the right side. Boots it. Still fires to first. Safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Wagner in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
Runner, yes,
Corner on the go. Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
At the plate, Hank Aaron. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner takes off. Grounds one to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Whips it across. They limit the damage here. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The right fielder, Bobby Abreu.
into the ball game on defense. Freddie for me. He takes over behind the plate.
Now, number 78, Freddie Fermin.
And ball one to the right fielder, Rob. A former Cy Young Award winner. He features a sinker, a slider, a forkball, and he works in a four-seamer. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And now 2 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering is down low. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one is lifted in the air. Hank makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the
Ryan Howard now at the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Now this team, here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Andrew Miller.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
On the ground, could be 2. Wagner has it for 1. To amazing time, and that's an inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Red Sox 5 and the Phillies 1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, JoJo Romero.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. Splits the plate, strike 1.
There it was, 0-0. Here it is, hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And he grounds one back up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Willie Mays will hit next. Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Ozzie Smith. Romero, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Ball 1, no strikes. just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Smith at second with nobody out. To the right side, Utley in plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. And next for the Red Sox, Gary Sheffield.
Gary Sheffield.
Out to short, Turner. The throw to first, and that's the third out. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. So of the ninth, and here is Bryce Harper.
Now
Adrian Beltre now in the game as he takes over third.
Adrian Beltre.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Slapped foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty.
Ball one.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Turner stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The Phils down to their final strike. That one missing inside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, there's no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't